is brought to you by Abby's Legendary Pizza and Kronsberg Electric.
Welcome to the Big Playback Winter Awards Show, brought to you by Abby's Pizza. My name is Noah Shast, and we are here to honor some of our talented athletes from across the region during our winter sports period. And some of these athletes are right here with us. Give a hand for yourselves, guys. Come on, let's get the noise up. There we go. As a reminder, these awards were picked by our Big Playback team, and we could not include everyone. There are a ton of talented and deserving athletes who we might not mention tonight, but we still recognize your achievements. With that said, let's start with the first category, the girls basketball starting five. What we did is we picked 5 girls we covered this year who we believe had the best seasons. Let's start with our number 1.
Mountain View's Casey Booster did it all in 2023. The junior guard averaged 22 points per game, 3 assists, and 4.5 rebounds. Time after time, if you needed a big shot, Casey Booster was your girl. The first-team All-IMC player led her Cougars to its first ever IMC title and to the state quarterfinals. Congrats to Casey Booster, making our Big Playback starting 5.
Well, Casey Booster joins us now in studio. Casey, welcome in.
Hi, thank you.
Clearly a baller on the court. What can you attribute maybe your individual success this season to?
Just a lot of hard work in the gym, especially with my older brother, Connor Booster. I owe a lot to him. He spent countless hours in there with me. So just a lot to my trainers and coaches, and got to thank God, too.
And thank God. And thank you, Connor Booster, for making this baller we have here. Casey, thank you so much. Congratulations. Our girls basketball starting 5. Let's hold this up. Smile for the camera. Get a round of applause from the crowd. Thank you so much, Casey.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
you. All right, let's meet our next player.
Kohler had a record-setting season. The senior is the second player in Summit Girls history to surpass 1,000 points. She averaged 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. The first-team IMC player dropped a Summit record 39 points earlier this year. She's playing basketball for Colorado College next year. Congrats to Rose Kohler, part of the Big Playback's starting 5.
Rose joins us now. Rose, a fantastic season, and I have to ask, what was more fun, dropping those 39 points or reaching that 1,000-point mark for your career?
Honestly, the 39 points, because I didn't really expect it to happen. It wasn't planned, like, it just kind of came about. That wasn't a record I was trying to break, so
just
that was really
that
fun. Yeah.
Well, clearly you felt good all season. A phenomenal season you had. Rose Kohler, our girls starting 5 for basketball. Round of applause, guys. Come on. We got to spread the love here. Spread the love. Congratulations, Rose, on a tremendous Summit career. Let's meet our next player.
Ryland Davis was a walking bucket for the Madras girls. The junior is an elite scorer and was a catalyst on the White Buffaloes offense. Davis led Madras to a second-place finish in the Tri-Valley Conference and a trip to the state quarterfinals. Congrats to Ryland Davis for making the Big Playback's starting 5.
Ryland couldn't make it tonight, but we will be getting your award and your Abby's Pizza gift card to you ASAP. All right, time for our next player.
Ridgeview's Brooklyn Homan was elite this year. The senior averaged nearly 12 points per game and had a plus-minus of plus 68. The first-team All-IMC guard was a beast defensively, with 37 steals and 12 blocks on the season. Congrats to Brooklyn Homan on making the Big Playback's starting 5.
Well, Brooklyn joins us now. Brooklyn, congratulations. Nothing. All right. 37 steals and 12 blocks on the season. Why is defense such an important part of your game?
Defense for us, it wins games, and for me, importantly, it wins a lot of games. And that's what Coach always told us. Winning games is part of defense and not offense. So.
Yeah, and you did your part to win some games, and you had a phenomenal season at that. Brooklyn Homan, part of our girls basketball starting 5. Smile, wave, enjoy the round of applause. Congratulations, Brooklyn. All right, let's round off our girls starting 5 with the next player.
Caitlin Weaver is as good as it gets. The senior was always making big plays on defense and offense for the Cowgirls. Weaver led Crook County to the state quarterfinals. Congrats, Caitlin, on making the Big Playbacks starting 5.
Caitlin, we will be sending you your award, but congratulations on a great season. Ton of fun to watch out there. All right, still to come, our team awards for wrestling and swimming. But first, the boys basketball starting 5. Meet some of this year's top players coming up next. All right, well, Caitlin Weaver made a surprise appearance. She is here. Let's rewatch her highlights once again.
Crook County's Caitlin Weaver is as good as it gets. The senior was always making big plays on defense and offense for the Cowgirls. Weaver led Crook County to the state quarterfinals. Congrats, Caitlin, on making the big playbacks starting 5.
Well, Caitlin, I'm glad you made it. You're here. Congratulations again. And tell me, what went into your fantastic season, both offensively and defensively?
I just thought, this is my senior year, so I just gave it all, so.
You did, and you were a phenomenal player last year. I remember covering you then, and you were even better this year. Congrats on a great season. We have your award for you in the back. We'll get it to you, I promise. Congratulations. Caitlin Weaver. Round of applause. Thank you so much. All right, now let's transition on to our players for the boys basketball starting 5.
It's something special. The Boise State commit averaged 22 points per game, nearly 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. The junior guard led his team to a second-place finish in the state. Carmichael was named IMC Player of the Year and was one of just 2 players with a unanimous all-state tournament team selection. Congrats to Pearson Carmichael on making the big playbacks starting 5.
Well, Pearson is, of course, in California playing basketball, but we will get his award to him. Great season, Pearson. Even better stuff still to come. Let's meet our next player.
Mountain View's Quincy Townsend left it all on the line for his Cougars. The senior averaged 24 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 5.5 assists per game. The guard joined the exclusive 1,000-point club at Mountain View. A first-team IMC selection, Townsend led his Cougars to the state quarterfinals, earning his team's Player of the Game nods. Congrats, Quincy Townsend, on making the big playbacks starting 5.
Quincy joins us now in studio. Quincy, you were a beast on the floor senior season. What did it all mean to you?
It meant a lot. I mean, it meant a lot for our team, too, not just me. I'd like to thank my dad for dealing with kind of me and coaching me through the season. So it's a hard relationship. I really appreciate that, and I couldn't have done it without my teammates, so I was happy to have a great season with them.
We had a great season. You played hard, playing through some injuries you're dealing with now, but fantastic season nonetheless, and you are more than well deserving for our boys basketball starting 5. Hold this up, smile, congrats. Quincy Townsend, great season.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Yeah. All right, let's meet our next boys player.
It's a spark plug for the Lava Bears. Whether it was a big 3 or a rim-rocking slam dunk, he always played with his heart on his sleeve. The senior guard averaged 15 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2.5 steals per game, earning first-team All-IMC honors. Congrats to Ben Cowan for making the big playbacks starting 5.
Ben is here in studio. Everyone's so much taller than me now. I don't really like that. Ben, clearly you have a lot of fun out there. I mean, what inspires you to play the way you play?
Honestly, my teammates, I've been on a team with a lot of them since 5th grade. And Chris, I've been on the same team since kindergarten, so it's really just my teammates.
Well, I can see the chemistry out there again, as I mentioned earlier, whether it's a big 3 or a slam dunk. I can see that smile, the grin, maybe a flex or 2. More than well deserving for this boys basketball starting 5. Ben Cowan, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations so much.
Thank you.
All right, time to meet our next boys player.
The Crook County Cowboys had quite the season, and Eddie Freoff is a big part of that. The junior forward averaged nearly 18 points, 13 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks per game, while shooting almost 65% from the field. Freoff and his Cowboys won the Tri-Valley Conference and finished 4th in the state. Congrats to Eddie Freoff on making the big playbacks starting 5.
Eddie joins us now, and you guys are not getting any shorter. This is getting ridiculous. Eddie, your Cowboys had quite a run at the end of the season. What was special about that team?
What's special about that team is that we all have been playing together since 8th grade, and we all had a common goal to make it as far as we could. And I think we did great, and hopefully next year we come back even better.
And how about you as an individual player? What drives you on the court?
I would say God and my family. My dad is back here somewhere. My coaches, boss basketball, Joe, really helped me find a dog in me, I guess. And then I would say my teammates and a guy named John Charles, but you all might not know who that is.
Well, I got to get to know him because clearly he's helping out with a fantastic player. You're a ton of fun to watch this season for you and your Cowboys. Eddie Freoff, more than deserving, our boys basketball starting 5. Ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Eddie. Great season. All right, and finally, our last player for our boys starting 5.
Redmond's Evan Otten is a force to be reckoned with. The senior, who missed some time with a wrist injury this year, still averaged 15 points, 13 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks per game. His presence was always felt on the court, helping lead his team to a 5th-place finish in the state. Otten was named first-team All-IMC and was a unanimous All-State Tournament team selection. Congrats, Evan Otten, on making the Big Playbacks starting 5.
Well, Evan is a contestant for Mr. Redmond tonight, so he could not make it, but we will get the award to the big man. Congrats on a great season and a fantastic high school career. We've got some more awards up next. Meet our top swimmers and wrestlers after this quick break. Welcome back to the Big Playback Award Show. We're having a ton of fun here. You know what? Let's meet our swimmer of the year from Summit.
Summit's Keen Warnock finished his high school swimming career strong. Warnock was part of the state championship winning Summit Boys swim team. He placed in the 50 free, the 200 medley, and the 400 free relay. Congrats, Keen. You are the Big Playback's swimmer of the year.
Kean could not make it tonight, but congrats on your achievements. It was fun catching up with Kean after the state championships, and he is a fantastic swimmer, and I'm proud of his accomplishments. Next up, our wrestler of the year, and this was a tough one.
Mountain View's Drew Jones was part of a strong Cougar wrestling squad. The 132-pound wrestler won a state title for the 2nd year in a row. He was one of 3 Cougars to take home a title this year. Congrats to Drew. You are the Big Playback's Wrestler of the Year.
Drew joins me now in studio. Drew, back-to-back titles. Just explain to me, put into context, how can you be so dominant in your weight class?
It was a lot of hard work and, great teammates and grinding every single day in the wrestling room and to make up those 2 championships.
And we have a loaded, talented wrestling region here, with Redmond and Lapine and everyone like that. How are you able to sort of propel this Mountain View team the way you did this year?
So in Central Oregon, we've all the teams have grown up wrestling each other, so we all built together and made a pretty strong area for wrestling.
Sort of build off each other. Iron sharpens iron, right?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yep.
All right, well, Drew, phenomenal year. Back-to-back individual champion. Drew Jones, our Big Playback Wrestler of the Year. Congratulations, Drew.
Thank you.
All right, coming up, we have more wrestlers in our top team awards. That's coming up next. Don't you go anywhere. Welcome back to the Big Playback Award Show. Central Oregon does a ton of things well. All of our outdoor sports, but especially wrestling and swimming. We're loaded with talent in those arenas. And let's meet our Big Playback Swim Team of the Year.
The Bend High girls swim team was one for the record books, literally. The Lava Bears 200-meter freestyle relay team broke the record twice, once at districts, then again at states. The team won the IMC crown and followed it up with a state title. Congrats to the Bend High girls. You are the Big Playback's Swim Team of the Year.
Joining me now in studio from Bend High is team captain Ella Heron. Ella, tell me, just how much fun was this year for you and your team?
So fun. We pushed our coach in a lot. It's just a great team. The environment's just so wonderful. And it's really just all the teammates and the coaches that make it so fun.
And I know there was a lot of confusion that first time the record was broken. Were you aware of what was going on, or what was your perspective on it?
It was just a lot. We always try our hardest, but we weren't expecting it, but it happened, so it's just so great.
Well, you guys are loaded with talent, as much of the region is. You should be back again to do some damage next year. But Ella, congratulations, Bend Girls Swimming, our swim team of the year. Congratulations. All right, up next we have our wrestling team of the year. And guys, we had 2 programs accomplish so much. I gave in, I caved, and I didn't give it just to one team. Here's our co-wrestling teams of the year.
The Lapine Hawks girls and boys wrestling teams took home state titles this year, being the first program in state history to do so. It's the boys' 3rd in a row and the girls' 1st. The Hawks had 4 individual state champs as well. Congrats to Lapine. You were the Big Playback's co-wrestling team of the year. The Redmond Panthers also took home a state title, doing it for the first time since 1959. The Panthers had 2 individual state champions with Anson Whiting and Mackenzie Sheeron. Congrats to Redmond. You were the Big Playback's co-wrestling team of the year.
Well, the Lapine crew could not make it, but I want to take a second and say congrats to the Hawks on another dominant season, both boys and girls. But clearly, some of the Redmond wrestlers are here. We got Joey Downing, Chad Spitz, and Billy Jackson are joining me. Joey, I'll have you speak for everyone, so you have the mic on. What does it mean to see your school make history the way it did?
I mean, it means everything to me. I mean, all of us have put so much into this sport, working day in, day out. We're such a tight family, I want to say, because there's no other word to describe it. We're so close. We're always picking each other back up, and this just means the world to us.
And it's always easy to look back in hindsight and say, yeah, I knew we were going to be the top team. But preseason, did you know we were taking home a state championship?
I mean, I didn't know. We went through a lot of ups and downs. I was hoping for top 3 finish, and then to bring home the first place, it was really something special.
Well, it's special to watch from the outside, looking in. Congratulations to our co-wrestling team of the year, the Redmond Panthers, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Doing a triple handshake, right? Oh, I got a left hand for you. He's a little bit injured. All right, still to come, we hand out our basketball team awards, and we had a couple good ones, of course, with that, too. We'll be right back. Welcome on back. It's the Playback Award Show. Basketball, we had a ton of girls teams competing hard, showing off their skills. We can only have one team be our team of the year. Let's meet them.
The Mountain View girls had a historic run this year. The Cougars won the IMC title for the first time in program history and made it to the state quarterfinals. Congrats to Mountain View. You were the Big Playback's girls basketball team of the year.
Senior Allie Neat joins me here in studio. Allie, your senior season, I mean, how did it feel to play the way you guys did this year?
It's been amazing just to be part of something, I mean, being part of history and being part of a team that's so special.
And did you think maybe 4 years ago you were ever going to tear down those nets?
Absolutely not.
And what was racing through your mind when you were able to kind of hold that in your hand and make that, at least that run to get to a state quarterfinals?
It was amazing just being able to cut the nets down for the first time in history. It was just so surreal.
Well, you guys were a fun bunch to watch, and it was certainly a season to be proud of. Our girls basketball team of the year, the Mountain View Cougars, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. All right, we had some great teams on the boys' side as well, and this team should have a lot of pride. Let's meet our boys basketball team of the year.
The Summit Storm basketball team put the state on notice. With a junior heavy lineup, the Storm won the IMC title and made it all the way to the state finals. Summit had 2 all-state tournament players in Pearson Carmichael and Colin Moore. Congrats to the Summit Storm. You were the Big Playback's boys basketball team of the year.
Senior Hogan Carmichael joins me now in the studio. Hogan, you guys fell just short of the ultimate goal, but still a season to be proud of. I mean, what impressed you about this year's team?
What probably impressed me the most is that we had a lot of ups and downs this year, and like we lost a few games in the middle of the season. We didn't have our best stretch, and we bounced back, and we were a stronger team after the fact, and that's I think what impressed me the most.
Absolutely, and you've said it before, but we'll say it again. Give me some praise for your younger brother.
I mean, he's really good. I don't think there's anyone in the state who does it better than him, and I know he's going to be a problem next year.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see that. But Hogan, congrats on your prestigious career at Summit, both in basketball and, of course, in football, and best of luck in that next step for you. But here to represent the basketball team, our boys basketball team of the year. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, up next, it's the best part of the night. We reveal our legendary play of the year. Which one is it? Don't you go anywhere. Welcome back. What a journey it's been. It's time for our last award of the night, the Abby's Pizza Legendary Play of the Year that was voted on by you. And it is none other than Bend High's Avery Spikerman. Ice in her veins, hitting the big-time shot when it matters, the game-winning 3, and this received more than 2,500 votes for Avery. Avery, you are our legendary player, or play of the year, and Avery joins us here in studio. Avery, have you always been a stone cold killer, or was that something you've been working hard on?
I mean, like you said, I do have ice in my veins, so.
Heard it here first. Ice in the veins. She's known it since day one. Well, it was a fantastic shot, the stuff of legends, and you have our legendary play of the year, Avery Spikerman, ladies and gentlemen. Congrats, Avery.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you to all of you for watching the Big Playback this winter and supporting all of our local athletes. There's a lot of talent and hard workers in this town, and they deserve their flowers. Thank you to everyone behind the scenes who makes the Big Playback possible. Alicia Ramsey, our graphics department, making all these things look nice and pretty. Alicia Hassa, Zach, and Greg in the control room. Blake helping film. Our producers, Claudia and Jairo. Tyson, Barney on the web, and our news director, Kathy Marshall. None of this happens without all of you. Thank you all so much for joining us on the Big Playback Award Show. It has truly been a pleasure from the bottom of my heart to cover these talented and unique teams. Have a great night, Central Oregon. Noah Chast, News Channel 21.